Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's channel, I'll be taking you guys through on how I built a full automated workflow that creates avatar pipeline. Right. So assuming that you are trying to create AI stories, and every single day you have to start creating avatars for you to use for your video generations and all of that, right? So if that is your case and you have been struggling to do this same work every single day, this particular workflow solves it for you. In this workflow, we are going to be generating 100 unique characters, and each of these 100 characters, we have 6 different poses, right? That is what this workflow you are looking at right on my screen is doing and will be doing. So I'll be taking you through it in case if this is something that you want to build, or something that you would like to build, or something that you would like to use. You can also contact me to do it for you if you are not into AI automation. But trust me, you can do this even with zero knowledge of automation, right? Now, the very first thing in my workflow, you notice I didn't put schedule or time. My trigger is just manual. When I click on it, it runs, right? So you can change yours to maybe run every single day for you, maybe run when you trigger it or something like that. But mine, for the purpose of this training, is manual triggering. Now, the very first thing I'm doing is to call Google Gemini to generate the prompt for me to be able to create the entire 100 characters, right? Let me open it, and this is what it looks like. This is it. Operation is messaging model. This is the prompt I gave it. Read it. Generate 100 unique facial character descriptions for AI avatar profiles. You can see that. Look at what I told you to return. Return only a JSON array. No explanation, no markdown, no code blocks. Just raw JSONs like this. Gender, age, ethnicity. These things put together will be able to give me a proper prompt that I need. See that? So that is the prompt for this. And after that, I'm done, right? This is just generating the 100 unique persons, right? Then aside that, the next thing is I put in a code where I can pass the response properly. Okay. Pass the generated response properly to the Google Sheet, because I'm going to be saving this in a Google Sheet. So the n8n will pull this prompt from the Google Sheet and use it to generate this image. This is like me generating this prompt, right? So you can see the code, what it does, what it's doing. Look at how I'm formatting the response or passing it in JSON array format. That's it. Then the very next thing is I will call my Google Sheet. You see that? This is how I am mapping the entire prompt I've just generated, right? This is me mapping it properly in this Google Sheet. Let me show you. I go to my Google Sheet. I create a Google Sheet called Avatar Pipeline. Now I added these columns: gender, profile ID, gender, age, ethnicity, hair, eyes, skin, feature, full prompt, and status, right? So this is where I want the entire prompt to be stored, right? And the full prompt put together from all this profile ID will be stored here, and the status will be stored here, right? This status is to avoid running or generating a profile that's already been generated. Now let's go back to our workflow. So in the append or update row sheets in my Google Sheets, you can see that I signed in. Resources is share sheet within document. The operation is append or update row. The document is Avatar Pipeline, which is the name of my Google Sheet. The sheet is sheet 1, then the row, the columns. Look at how I mapped them. Perfectly mapped. And that's all. We are done with this. Now what we've just done is generate the prompts and store them in a Google Sheet. The next thing, we put in another code that will go into that Google Sheet, get that response, get all of those responses. Look at the code you put in there. This is the code, right? This is the code you are going to put in there to generate what? All of those responses. To pick it up from the Google Sheets and pass it properly, right? And then after picking it up from the Google Sheet, you already know what you are going to do. So you go back to the Google Sheet and then pick all of those things that was stored in the Google Sheet by status. That was the reason I have to add this. Making sure it is by status. Status has to be pending, because when we are done generating each profile, we mark it as done. So we don't generate a profile that has already been generated. That's what this status helps us to avoid. So as far as it's pending, n8n believe it has not been generated before, right? And then after that, the very next thing is to loop over. So now we have generated prompt. We pulled out the prompt, we put in the Google Sheet, right? What is the next thing? Start generating those images, those avatar. And for us to be able to generate it, remember we have over 100 prompts in our Google Sheet stored, right? For us to be able to do that, we have to do what you call loop over items, right? Loop over what items. So it goes through each of those profiles one after the other and generate the images. Now we put the loop. There is literally nothing for you to hide there. Just put the loop over item there. Nothing for you to hide. But make sure your batch size here is 1. Don't let it not be more than that. Then the very next thing is putting your code again. That's it. You see that? You see the code in there. This code is just to get that prompt and pass it properly the right way to the Google Gemini, which will generate the avatar for you. Now open the Google Gemini. This is it. Now we are passing the prompt. This is the prompt. If I click on it, this is it in full. The operation is generate image. You can see the model we selected, and this is it. This is going to generate the image for you. Now the next thing is, after the image is generated, what's next? You have to store it somewhere so you can always use it for your video generation, right? Click on it, and we added Google Drive. This is it. Let me show you my Google Drive. I definitely created a folder called Avatar Pipeline. You see that? I created a folder called Avatar Pipeline, and that is what I actually called here. Look at my file name. I gave it a specific file name, and my Google Drive, the parent folder is Avatar Pipeline. That means when that picture or the avatar is generated here, it stores in this place and goes back to Google Sheet to do what? To update the profile ID, find the profile ID, and then update the status to done. And then it runs up again until it is done with that 100 profiles. So looking at this right now, this is a full automation for avatar creation pipeline. So with this, you can be able to create all the avatars you need for your AI stories, adverts, content creations, all of them. You can be able to generate this without touching a thing. So right here in this video, please comment the next project you want me to build, where you are confused, where you're having issues. Comment it in this video. I watch comments, I reply. And if there's anything you want me to talk about, any topic you want me to explain n8n from beginning level again, so you understand it properly to be able to build this, comment it, and I will be able to attend to you and make another video based on your request. Thank you guys. See you.